Back again with another quick video, man. Y'all know I'm here to tell y'all the way that most of y'all think is completely wrong. So if you think that you're right about everything, and you think the traditional ways is right, you think that going to church on Sunday every Sunday is how you're supposed to believe in God, please get off my live. Please get off my live if you believe you're supposed to go to church every Sunday and be in church every Sunday listening to the pastor to believe in God. Get off my live. Oh, you're supposed to believe in God. You don't know why America had black people fighting in the Revolutionary War. See, they start making me. They start trying to mess with my live now, y'all. They start trying to mess with my live now. Hold on. All right. It shouldn't be echoing now, but if you believe you're supposed to go to church on Sunday and listen to a pastor, get off my live. Church on Sunday, listening to a pastor don't got nothing to do with the Most High God. It don't got nothing to do with black people. That was created by a white man. Christianity was created by a white man. Just like the money that we all break our neck for to survive. It's created by a white man. That's why it's a white face on there. That's why they're trying to stop the paper money. They're trying to go paperless. So the next generation can stop thinking about it. Why is it a white man on our piece of paper? Kids ask that. Smart kids at least. They ask that. Why is that man picture on our piece of paper? So LeBron James and Drake, they have all of the power to tell you black people who y'all are. But instead, Drake gets in a song and he says, hold on, y'all. Drake gets on a song and says, you rap like you're trying to free the slaves. And then I literally still see black people still today trying to defend this dude. Like, are y'all sick in the head, bro? Y'all were fighting in the 1776 Revolutionary War for free. Now they got y'all today in 2024 up for a draft. But it's okay because you get a couple of dollars, right? You get a couple of white men's on a piece of paper. So you'll risk your life for that, right? How did the Holocaust happen? They get reparations still to this day. Something happened to some Japanese people, they get reparations still to this day. It's only who they see fit. That was a world war. Britain, United Kingdom, whatever you want to call them, they came over here to fight our people. We just so happen to be over here around these people. So they dragged us into it. Yes, white people dragged us into it and made us fight with them. Probably lying about stuff that we would get. We didn't get half of what we should have got, a percentage of what we should have got. And now these are the same white people that spit in your face and say you don't need reparations. Do that make sense to y'all? These are the same white people that say you're supposed to pay your taxes and pay this and that. But I can name all of my ancestors and great grandfathers who fought in a war for nothing. They fought in World War II for nothing. Nothing. They don't even know why they was over there fighting them and dying. Yes, some black people died for nothing for these people, for propaganda. And y'all just walk around like a lot of y'all black people don't know nothing, bro. And it's not y'all fault. It's because y'all been led astray by these people, white people. Y'all let these people lead y'all astray. So anything that's not having to do with a white man, you think is wrong. You think it's inadequate. You think if somebody didn't go to a white man's school and they signed on a piece of paper that they were smart enough, you don't think that person is smart. If they don't got enough white men on a piece of paper, you think they don't have any value. How I look at it, LeBron James is dumb as a box of rocks. He doesn't know anything, and his money can't save him. So LeBron James can have all that money and have zero power. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine somebody over LeBron James that plays with his amount of money every couple of years and they don't care about it? They don't care about $500 million. Could you imagine that? You probably couldn't imagine that because black people never got their reparations. So you never had a chance to imagine that. You never had a chance to wake up and just see your family's farmland outside. Like y'all own that. Nobody can tell you to get off of the land or nothing. That's your family's farmland. You don't even know how to farm. This is why they stopped teaching stuff like that in schools in the inner city because they don't want you to learn how to have home economics. They don't want you to learn how to garden and farm. Then there'll be a whole bunch of gardens in the hood and y'all stop going to the grocery store. These people break us down from the time that we're kids, from out the womb. They break us down as soon as we come out and give us a number, a code. If we don't give them that code when they ask us to, then you're basically not a person, and you could be considered an illegal. They got us thinking it's a such thing as a Mexican and a Native American. All of these people are the same people, bro. How do you look at a Dominican differently from how you look at an African American? Like in past videos and old videos, I need to say it again. What is an African American? A continent in a country? That doesn't make sense. This is what these people tell you because they don't want to tell you your truth. I advise all black people to take some time out today and read Deuteronomy chapter 28 and tell me what other people in life have you heard about being brought on a boat. This is what Moses, he had a dream about this. Forget Martin Luther King. Moses had a dream that black people would be taken captive because y'all were so gullible and so thirsty and snaked out. That y'all would listen to somebody because they had a little bit of gold and rubies and over here, and then y'all will follow them. And next thing you know, you on a boat chained up and your family split up. Imagine somebody came in your house right now and split your whole family up and told one of your family members they had to go over here and another family member they had to stay over here. Because that's what they doing with the draft. How is that still prevalent today in 2024? Just look at Joe Biden and Trump presidential debate. And that'll tell you everything that you need to know. I used to grow up thinking that to be the president, to be a doctor, to be a lawyer, you had to be like some type of smart person. No, you just have to go through the ranks. And you can fall through the cracks just like anybody else. Nepotism, all of that shit. All of that shit can happen. Where you're not even supposed to be in that position, but you're just there like Hunter Biden, a crackhead, telling the president what he should do. Real life. And with the liberal, see now what white people have done, they got code names for y'all. So instead of liberal nowadays, they say woke. They switched that around and just basically turned that around to if you trying to help black people, if you're trying to anything to help black people. So reparations would be considered woke. No, that's just what it is because that was a world crime against black people, also known as Israelites. You gotta read Deuteronomy chapter 28 to know what I'm talking about. White people couldn't have been Israelites walking around in a dead hot African sun. Right? They couldn't have been outside in that heat like that. They would have all their skin would have burnt down. Like their skin literally would have cracked. And they would have got what they call sunburned. That doesn't happen for no reason. Nothing in life happens for no reason. A lot of y'all can't get it through y'all brains of who y'all really are. Black people I'm speaking to. This is why I don't like the way y'all hair look. Y'all don't like the way y'all skin look. When Drake tell y'all that man trying to rap to free the slave, I think it's funny and I think it makes sense. That doesn't make sense. You shouldn't want to listen to anybody. You shouldn't even want to see somebody like that. Drake is a disgusting individual. 30 years old, dating a 15-year-old. That's what black people like. If you got a, let me tell you about a secret about black people. If you got a couple of white men on a piece of paper, I mean, if you got some money and you got some clothes and you look nice and you dress like a European and black people will let you do whatever you want to do. They'll let you be a pedo. They'll let you kill people in their community. They'll let you do whatever you want to do as long as you look good to them. I'm telling you, you'll be surprised with black people, with black women, not attacking black women or black men. I'm just saying, it's people like this in our community that's messing it up for everybody, no matter if they got money or they don't. It's black women now let you flip them all types of ways if you got $500 for them. If you got $400 for them, $200, $150, $100, $50. Money is the root to all evil, the love of money. It really is. And it's sad how things could get over money when it's literally just a piece of paper. And you should be like 50 cent. Somebody consider that nothing. I could turn 50 cent into $150. Easy. Do sports betting. But if to sit there and try to tell this person that believes 50 cent is not valuable, they'll never understand how valuable their 50 cent is. They'll just think it's 50 cents. It's too core. I can't do that. I can't even get a juice. They're gonna keep on naming shit they can't get with it. Instead of trying to use it as a pawn. It's hard for black people to think about what life would be like without the white man over their back and over their shoulders. Because that's all they know. That's all their ancestors have known. This is what Moses said, because we couldn't blaze our own trail. Instead of blazing our own trail and learning who we wanted to be and learning how to farm and finding our own land and fighting for it, we decided to follow some people. And next thing you know, we ended up on a boat, chained up, getting raped, getting molested, getting treated like animals, getting breeded, getting branded, because we decided to follow somebody else. We followed somebody else, and then they started to torture us every day, and it's documented. This isn't a lie. This isn't made up. This isn't race baiting. This isn't crazy. This is real life. This is why black people die in jails and get buried out back, and nobody says nothing. This is why black people could get killed at any time, any point in time, for not listening to a police officer. The truth is, on 1776, during the Revolutionary War, white people went outside and bust their gun, and black people had to, or they was going to get the gun bust on them. If you didn't come outside and fight for their country, you're going to get the gun bust on you, because you were a slave. So if your master had some people come in your house and told your group of people, us being slaves, yo, we got to go to war, all the men come out the house, we were drafted. And if we didn't come outside, we would get killed. Look it up. I'm not lying to y'all. Look it up. Yeah, this is the thing. Y'all learned about something. Y'all didn't even learn about this in school. Y'all were told about it. Y'all were told something in school, so y'all think, oh yeah, this is just the war in 1776 when white people was fighting some white people. No. Britain was ruling the world. Let's think about it, all right? Britain and the UK, where Central Seat is from, they were ruling the world. They didn't want America to be doing anything with the land that they felt like they ruled over and they conquered. It's all about conquering. This is why black people can't get nowhere. You can't tell me when black people had a 1776 and they actually fought for what they believed in. That's what I'm gonna say. You keep it PG-13 on YouTube. You can't tell me that. Please don't tell me about no walking in the street. Please don't tell me about no damn stupid ass protesting that didn't do shit for nobody. See how they trying to break my live up? They probably trying to break my live up right now, man. If you listening and you can hear me, please put a 1 in the chat so I can know. They say I got some people on here, 3 people now. Please let me know, because I won't know. They want y'all to be like literally lost in the sauce, like LeBron James. This man LeBron James, right? Let me tell you about LeBron James. He the average black man in America that don't know nothing about himself, so he get used by white people. This is how LeBron James go, right? And we're most of the black men in America, we in the same situation, because black people don't know how to stick up for each other. They only know how to stick up for money. So look, right? LeBron James got his black coach fired after getting them to the playoffs in 2 years, his first ever years coaching. And he went and hired a white drunk who got all types of DWIs, and they're saying against Chinese people, he said something very racist. Against a Hispanic person, he said something extremely racist. against a black person. He called a black lady the N word at Duke, right? So he called the black lady the N word at Duke, and nobody's not even trying to investigate it. You don't see Malik Andrews on ESPN like, we're going to have to take a look into JJ Redick and investigate him because they are saying that he said the N word. But you know what they did to Kyrie just for mentioning that his people are the real Shemitic people that the Bible speaks of, the real Israelites? What did they do to Kyrie Irving? Can somebody tell me what they did to Kyrie Irving when he just mentioned it, he just shared something. He just shared a thought, what they call an opinion, because they think the Bible is an opinion. That's what they taught y'all. They taught y'all that the Bible was an opinion. No, the Bible is about black people's morals and codes and ethics. Look it up. The Bible is about the black person's morals, codes, and ethics and history. They told y'all that that was just an opinion. That was just a made up fairy tale book like the ones they make. If you look up white people history, all their history is killing, destroying, stealing, raping. Look up our history. Farming, building. Look up our past history before America. I bet you a white person can't tell you that because they don't know. They never looked that far into it. But if you go over to Russia and ask them white people, they'll know that Yeshua HaMashiach Christ, otherwise known as Jesus in America, was a black man with an afro, with nappy hair, and didn't speak the best, and didn't look the best, and didn't have on flashy jewels, and didn't have on the flashy shoes. That was Christ. This is why I don't like that, because in hindsight, that is really a blessing. He didn't need none of that stuff to show that he was a blessing. He still was able to do miracles, even though he didn't look like a miracle on the outside. That's y'all problem in the black community. LeBron James would rather have him, JJ Rhetoric, by his side instead of a black man, or give Phil Handy a shot. You want to know why? Because them people said they didn't want another black head coach. They kept on suggesting white coaches to JJ Rhetoric. I mean, to LeBron James. So when LeBron just said, well, let me just choose JJ because I don't really want no old white coach and I don't really want no. Without saying it, that's what they told him. We don't want another black head coach if you're going to complain about him. So they gave him JJ Rhetoric, and that's the one he asked for. It's not nobody see Malik Andrews and none of these people. They don't care about the black community. What happened to all of this a couple years ago? All of this Black Lives Matter. Everybody marching the street, hands like that's. See, they seen that in the books, right? They seen that in history books, and they were told that in school, so they thought that that's what they were supposed to do when they got older. So now they feel accomplished because they walked in the street a couple times. That let me tell you something, black people. Everything that Dr. King did means nothing to these white people. They will shoot your fucking brains out. They do not care about y'all. They will send you to a foreign country you never been before in a heartbeat. Do you hear me? Do that make sense? All right, some of y'all still probably don't understand. Some of y'all probably still don't understand. I can tell y'all all of that and y'all still won't understand. LeBron James, Drake, all of these black stars, they're just like you. With a pocket full of money, don't know who they are. Drake went up and really said in this song and recorded it and put it out and said, you rap like you're trying to free the slaves. Excuse the fuck out of me. I didn't think that was a problem. And I'm glad that he said that because some of y'all are still slaves mentally. You might not feel like it. You might feel like you're getting up and do what you want to do, but you're not. They still got us enslaved mentally and physically, passive aggressively. You can't even tell. Why? Because they group some white people in next to you. So you don't feel like you a slave because it's a white person walking next to you and they live beside you. You don't feel like you a slave. You don't feel like you a slave because you ride in a nice European car. You don't feel like you a slave. You don't feel like you a slave because you got some diamonds on your neck. You got some stones on your wrist. You don't feel like you a slave. Please tell me why you don't feel like you a slave, and I'll tell you how you is. We're all slaves to them still to this day. They never gave us our reparations. It's more than just land and money. It's more than that. Way more than that. These people came over here and said, all right, let's walk outside, right? Let's walk outside. This is how I see the world. I could take, if I was a white man back then, I could take a black boy and I could take a Puerto Rican girl and tell them to have sex with each other. What? Black boy, you get over here. Puerto Rican girl, y'all get over here and y'all stay in this shed and don't come out. What is he talking about? He's crazy. He's crazy. He doesn't know what he's talking about. No, this is how they treated y'all. Just like a damn dog. They treated y'all worse than dogs. They treat dogs better than this. White people treat dogs way better than this. So y'all stay in the shed and don't come out. And when I come back, she better have a belly. She better be pregnant because we need something. Huh? I do not care. She better be pregnant. She better be having a baby the next couple months. I'm gonna come back in here and check on y'all in the next couple weeks. Slam the door. Throw some slop at their door. Throw some slop at their door so they don't die. Slop is what they call food for them back then. It's like just like the slop that you feed your dog if you got an animal. They were treating y'all like animals. They took a black person, so-called black person, and a Native American and made them have sex. If they didn't do it, they went to hell or heaven and they killed their ass. Just like that. Like, it's not no game, bro. They used to slam babies on concrete. Look it up. This is what these people did, and these people will look at you in your face and say, you don't deserve no reparations. Right? These people will look at you in your face, dead smack in your face, and be like, you don't deserve any reparations after Rosewood. You don't deserve any reparations after this tragedy and this tragedy and this tragedy. Still to this day, where they just walk into stores, walk into grocery stores like Tops, and just start killing you. And then they tell after they've done it to the police that they did it because they wanted to kill black people. When they just walk into your church and they start shooting black people because they wanted to. They always been like that. That didn't just start happening with George Floyd and Sandra Bullock. You look at you, yo. I can't say how I want to say it on here because they'll really start shadow banning me again and doing all that shit where I can't even post. Like literally, they set it up to where I couldn't even post, send me an email and everything. Like, yeah, you can't post, and I couldn't go live. I couldn't do nothing. These people don't care about y'all. Which I gotta get that through your brain. That didn't just start happening. That wasn't just in the 60s. That's been for forever. Because they're not from where you're from. That's why the song is called They Not Like Us. Because they're really not like us. We don't have the urges to go and make somebody work outside all day because our skin burning when we go outside. We don't have the urges to kill somebody because they don't want to be a part of what we are a part of. We don't have the urges to tax somebody all goddamn day. Tax, 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 tax. Every time they turn around, it's a tax. Tax, 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 tax. Also known as give me your money, give me your money, give me your money, give me your money that you just worked hard for. Give me your money that's what tax means. Tax means give me your money that you just worked hard for. Give it to me now before I throw you in jail or I kill you. That's what tax means. That's why they fought them people so hard today. That's why you hear fireworks. Just think about back then. That would be gunshots because they were making them pay money that the Americans, so-called Americans, didn't want to pay. The white man in America didn't want to pay the money to the white man in Britain. Let's keep it simple. So they went to war and they bust their guns about that shit. And then the white American man said, yo, if you black people don't come and fight with us, we're going to kill y'all. So black men was out there fighting with them. For free. 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 After they got done after the 1776 July 4th, guess what black people did after fighting so hard for the white man? They went back out there in the fields and continued to be slaves. They didn't get no land. They didn't get no pension. They didn't get no money. They didn't get no retirement fund for their kids. They went outside and continued to be slaves. So look here, right? These white people fool y'all all the time. They'll make y'all feel like they involving y'all. They give y'all $104 million contract while they just made $900 million off of you. They'll act like they involving you the whole time. But we never got anything for that. Just because y'all gave us an allowance doesn't mean you don't owe us from building the White House, building the Capitol, actually building the country and fighting for y'all for free. And outside slaving for y'all, sharecropping for y'all for free. Blood, sweat, and tears. That's like you getting up. When y'all go back to work on Monday, I want y'all, some of y'all probably at work right now. When y'all get back to work on Monday, I want y'all to think about if I was coming into that motherfucker for free. Imagine coming into that place for free every day for the rest of your life. Because that was a black person's life on the same land that you walk on. How are you a black star, but you can't say this every day? You know why? What would happen to LeBron James if he came out and talked like this? LeBron James would automatically lose contracts and he would lose money. His account will be frozen, just like whom? Kanye West. So don't get mad, my white black people that know exactly who they are. Don't get mad when LeBron James comes out and speaks against Kyrie Irving because he told the truth. And it's so crazy. I was getting into the truth when Kyrie posted that. So I already knew. I was like, yeah, Kyrie. So then when LeBron did that, that just automatically ruined it for me and him. And that broke my heart that LeBron really don't know what's going on. It don't matter what position you at in life. These people don't know what's going on at all. And everybody will be looking up to them. Like he had the chance to just put stuff on a pedestal right there and be like, I'm behind Kyrie. What y'all did to our people not right. And y'all lying to us. And y'all created an identity theft scam artist system to basically make yourselves richer and keep us at the bottom. That's all LeBron had to do. We'll be light years ahead of what we are today if LeBron did something like that. But he can't do it because he don't actually believe it because a white man never co-signed it. He can't believe that in his heart. He never read Deuteronomy chapter 28. It's so funny, they always posting him with books. They be like, LeBron always on the first page of the book. Every time they picture him reading a book, he always on the first page. Can't tell you nothing about the book. Right now I'm just He's stuck. He don't know. This is why I gotta stop looking up to these athletes. This way I gotta stop looking up to these artists. This is how America made it because they're from Rome. The same people that killed Christ, the same people that would have the gladiators going against the animals and stuff like that, and they came to the Colosseums. These are the same people. They are infatuated with entertainment. They're infatuated with seeing somebody fight for their life. Sports is like that. Sports is like that. Please, best believe sports is like that. If you do, just look up the most gruesome injuries ever in sports. You'll see a nigga leg popping out his skin, nigga damn near killing himself, the most deadliest concussion. Look up the most gruesome injuries in sports. It's the same thing. Even the way the stadiums are built, it's the same thing. Because these are the same people. Just like the Israelites and the Romans over there, we have black people and white people over here. Just white people changed the name. It's also known as the Romans, the Edomites. They changed the name to white people and black people. So it's a bunch of dumbass black people walking around thinking because a white man told them it was like that, that is right. White is right. White is right. That's why Maliki Andrews not on there advocating for that black woman from Compton that got called the N-word by JJ Rhetoric. Okay? That's why. Because somebody will fire her for that. She don't have enough heart to do that. LeBron James don't got enough balls to tell these people that Kyrie Irving was right. They don't got it. They don't got it. They can't tell you why. They can't tell you how. Because they won't even read. They won't even read Deuteronomy chapter 28 in full. That means all the verses. They won't read it. Some of y'all gonna listen to this today and y'all still won't read it. Y'all still can't apply that. There's no other race that's been brought over to a strange land on boat except for black people. Strange. As soon as you get off the boat, you're telling me to put my dick into this lady. Strange. As soon as I get off the boat, you knocking my family brains out, smashing my baby on the ground. Strange. A strange land. You telling me I gotta pay money for paying money for paying money? Taxing me crazy. A strange land. Y'all already know what they're gonna do with this video, man. It's gonna be in the bottom of the barrel. They're gonna throw it in the bottom of the barrel. They don't want y'all to know the truth. They want y'all to think, kumbaya, black people, white people, we like each other. Oh yeah, it doesn't matter. He's negative. He's crazy. He's this. Y'all can't fathom this stuff because y'all had it easy. So y'all can't even fight for y'all ancestors and get what y'all deserve at United Nations because you don't even know what you're talking about. How do somebody from another country know this more than you? And your people actually went through it. My dream is for black people to walk out of United Nations with reparations after a world crime happened to them and they weren't able to survive off of what they should have been given. How can't you survive off the land that you sweat, bleed, and work all day on? You can't even survive on that land because we were in a genocide. That's what slavery was, a genocide. Now they're trying to teach the kids and indoctrinate the kids in school today and say, no, black people agreed to come to America with white people and be raped and be molested and be killed for no reason. Because they're snakes like that, and they're sick and they're wicked like that. That they will take your kids, your precious babies, and tell them a lie that Christopher Columbus discovered America when it was already people that looked like me over here. My great grandmother's dad. It was people like us that already looked like us over here. Because we are them people, because they made the people they had, the few people they had, if they didn't jump off the boat or die of diseases, they made them have sex with the people that was already here. I know they don't break it down raw like that for you in school because that's not politically correct. The woke liberals don't want you to learn it like that. They want you to learn a fairy tale lie. Look, this is how the media lies to y'all. I could break it down simple like this. LeBron James' agent, also known as Rich Paul, Bronny James, now agent, came out and told y'all that he called a whole bunch of NBA teams telling them, don't draft Bronny. Don't draft Bronny. Nobody was going to draft Bronny regardless. They didn't want to deal with the circus. They didn't want to deal with the backlash. They didn't want to deal with none of that. How somehow, some way, Bronny James ends up getting drafted by the Lakers. Now Bronny's at the press conference, not even 2 weeks later, saying, I didn't have any intentions with playing with my dad. I did not, but you worked out for the Lakers. So you didn't have no intentions. You didn't have no thought. You didn't have no nothing. Y'all didn't talk about it. That's what he said. That's how quick these people are trained like a dog to lie to y'all. That's how black stars are trained. Look at LeBron in the corner, looking real sick, just watching Bronny. Yeah, you better say what I told you to say. You better say what I told you to say. He's trained. That's what they mean, media trained. Bronny don't even know what he's talking about. He don't even know that he's lying to smart people. Very smart people asking these questions and that are listening and watching this. He doesn't even know. There's people that with higher IQs that could tell him how he's lying right to his face, right after he get done saying what he said. All he knows is what his dad told him. All his dad knows is what a white man told him. That's all they know. So instead of just telling the truth, I wanted my son on the team with me, which we would have all stood up and respected. That's our LeBron James. He want his son on his team with him because that's his motherfucking seed. No, LeBron got to get up there and act like a European and keep lying. I just don't know how you got on the Lakers. Son, do you know how you got on the Lakers? Oh, Dad, I just didn't even want to play with you. I didn't know we were going to be on the same team. I don't care that you're on the Lakers. Sounding so damn dumb. What happened to black people just keeping it real? Y'all are disgusting. Some of you black people are truly disgusting. Everything that comes out your mouth is a lie. Every other word that comes out your mouth is a lie. You can't even tell red from blue, white from yellow. Y'all don't know anything. A lot of y'all just look at. I want some of y'all black people to think about shit y'all think about and talk about all damn day. It don't amount to nothing. All y'all can think about is bills and bills and bills. That's the only thing that we could think about. Because that's how they got us. You can't even think that maybe reparations is what we're supposed to be having. Maybe they'll stop raising the prices and doing all this snake shit to us if we would stand up for ourselves. You know how scary that sounds to black people? Black people are scared of white people. Do y'all know that? Black people are afraid of white people. They fear white people. Y'all got it. Y'all don't. Y'all gotta show me otherwise. To even if a person to think like this and say stuff like this and say we need to go to United Nations with all of our black stars and go get the reparations for people. Drake would never say nothing like that, homie. That's why Not Like Us is burning him alive. That's why Not Like Us is being played and white people getting mad. Like, no. That's why it's burning them inside to know that these are colonizers, dog. These people don't care about y'all. These people are gonna crash y'all out in a minute, in a second. They look at y'all like cattle. Some of y'all can't even understand that. You can't even fathom that because you're too brainwashed, you're too indoctrinated. It's hard for you to understand. It's too hard. It hurts your brain. You can't just comment under this video and be like, yeah, you're right. And share it with somebody and be like, yo, we need to get this video pushed because it's the truth. We got people saying they leading our community, putting up all these images with their fist up, with their knee down, looking so stupid. It's acting like they leading our community. They don't care about our community. Look, right? This is how dumb LeBron James is. Everything, even down to the shirt that he wears and the people next to him. He dumbs them down just by being around somebody like him and calling him their leader and saying they look up to him. So they got on Black Lives Matter, right? And the Black Lives Matter quote phrase was captioned and these people made money off of it. And they said they was, oh, we're gonna do all this for the black community. Guess who was leading it? Some black women. And guess what these black women did to black people? They finessed them out their money. Once they got done scamming them, they said we don't got nothing for y'all people and ran off and hid somewhere. Some black lesbian women. If that don't got the 2020s written on it and sums up the 2020s, then I don't know what will. The whole Black Lives Matter movement in 2020, all of that was fake and ran by some black lesbians who was scamming people for their money and did nothing of what they said they would do with it. Just like their European daddy. So what I need for the black stars like LeBron, and I don't even consider Drake a black person anymore. To me, Drake is just like he just like a white person. He's over there with them. He too far gone. He already got on a track and told y'all, listen, forget the track where he said, why does the slaves trying to speak? Look at his own concert. Look at Drake comes out in concert and tells people why are they at his concert. Drake literally came out to the concert and was like, I don't know why y'all come to see me. I'm just a weirdo motherfucker named Drake. Aubrey. All right, turn the music back up, yo, we lit like and skip the everybody was like, woo, the whole time. We love you, Drake, even though you don't love us and care about us. We love you so much. Sacrifice our life and our check for you. We love you, Drake. This is how dumb black people are. Black people are so dumb, but under them is the white people that's born in the last 60 years. They don't know anything. They are just disgust. The baby boomers kids and the Gen Z white people and the Gen X white people, they are disgustingly dumb. They don't know anything. They don't care. They will, I'm telling you, black people, they will turn on you in a heartbeat. They hate your guts. They don't know why everybody's looking at y'all like y'all entertaining and y'all, they want to be just like us, but they cannot be like us. They're not like us. They're disgusting individuals. I don't care what they tell you. Some of them could try to change, but it's too many of them that's corrupted. Black people, you got to get on another level right now, or it's gonna be too late for your kids. Your kids gonna be walking around saying, "We so happy that we were drugged to America. We're so happy that we were drugged to America, or these people came over here and killed our ancestors and made us have sex with some people we never met before that we don't know from a can of paint." That's what black kids gonna be walking around saying. We just so happy that white people gave us a chance. Because if white people never gave us a chance, we wouldn't be nothing. That's how we got to America. Because we wanted to come to America. Ain't nobody killed nobody when they told them they had to put them chains around their legs and their arms and their neck. No, that didn't happen. No, the black people didn't die for no reason and die for free. No, that didn't happen. Black people not tax out their minds with no reparations, paying your taxes. Black people are going to the Holocaust, right? You know that, right? Black people. I'm gonna say this a couple times because it takes some of y'all so slow. And if you're not slow, this not gonna hurt your feelings. It's not gonna make you feel. It's not gonna make you feel like I'm mean, I'm negative, I'm this and that. This is gonna make you understand the truth. Black people, your taxes are going to the Holocaust right now. Black people, your taxes are going to the fake Israelites in Israel right now. Right now, your taxes, you're paying for the Holocaust. Black people, your taxes are going to the Holocaust. Black people, your taxes are going to the Holocaust. Their reparations. Don't you understand that as people from over there that's here now playing the president? Joe Biden is playing the president. He sticks up for the Jew, the fake Jewish people, allegedly the ish people in Israel. That's who Joe Biden's standing up for. That's why he keeps sending 50 million, 50 billion over there, 50 billion, 50 billion, 50 billion. Instead of saying, you know what, damn, we got a bad homeless problem. We got a bad homeless problem in America. We have a terrible homeless problem in America. Let's take this 50 billion and let's build some houses over here and build some houses over here next to this factory, next to this over here, so they could go work here and they could. No, you know what they do? 50 billion over there, 50. Why you keep sending 50 billion over there, sir? Oh, just foreign aid, 50 billion, 50, and nobody questions nothing. And everybody, y'all work for these people. Y'all are enslaved to these people. They don't have no problem sending the money over there, but they have a problem with the Mexicans coming over, right? Maybe because the Mexican people are like y'all, black people. You ever thought about that? You ever thought about why you look at a Dominican, a Puerto Rican, a Mexican, and they got black features just like you a little bit? Maybe because they're Israelite. It was 12 tribes of them. Half of them were killed off and enslaved and don't know who they are today. These white people don't care about y'all. They cut from a different cloth. They come from get down or lay down. If you don't get down, they're gonna lay you down. Go look up Trail of Tears. I'm just dropping gems in here. I know some of y'all black people don't care. Y'all not gonna go read Deuteronomy chapter 28, like I told you in full, all the verses, and y'all not gonna read about how Moses had a dream that black people was gonna be taken on a boat to a strange land that we in right now, because America is sure enough strange. That we got a movement called Black Lives Matter being ran by some black lesbian women that's scamming y'all. And that's strange. Right? So go read Deuteronomy chapter 28. And you don't even got to be religious. You don't got to go to church on Sunday. You don't got to go to church on Sunday to read this. Just read it. Just read it. Since you like to read so bad and since you're so smart, right? Or do you enjoy being an idiot? Go read Deuteronomy chapter 28 and just go read that. Why would white people try to indoctrinate people with something that goes against what they told them? This goes against everything white people told you was. Deuteronomy chapter 28. It makes sense with everything that you are going through in life. Deuteronomy chapter 28. Go read the whole chapter. Go read all the verses. You don't have to be going to church on Sunday to read the Bible. You're not even supposed to go to church on Sunday. Sunday is the beginning of the week. We're all supposed to be at church on Saturday, the Sabbath, Holy Shabbat. Look, right? This knowledge is billions and billions of dollars, trillions of this is worth trillions of dollars. This knowledge that I'm giving y'all. It's once you, especially if you're a Shemitic, real black person, also known as a Jew, you will just become so enlightened that it'll just radiate off your skin. It'll just radiate off your skin. That your IQ and your vibration on another level. God will start to bless you because you know who you are and you're helping your people know who they are. That's slavery when you don't know where you're from. Every other race. That's why Kai Cenat was caught on stream telling black people, you're just black. You're just, my mom and dad is from, where are they from? Haitian. My mom and dad is Haitian, and then you're just black. You know, you're not anything. You're not an Israelite. You're just black. You're black like some spit on it. You're black. You ain't shit. You're just black. That's why Kai Cenat is on stream doing that, acting like a little B word. Because he just thinks that you're black. Like a black boot. He don't care about your history. He could care less. He think his people, oh, my people got history. My people this and that. But he can only date his history back to 1800s. He can only date his history back to 1700s. He can only date his history back. If we could keep, let's tell where your people came from before the transatlantic slave trade. Where was your people at then? We were, well, where's the records for that? Where was the people before the transatlantic slave trade? He can't tell you that. He can't tell you. And he think it don't matter. Because that was so long ago. It really wasn't. It really wasn't that long ago. If we still record things with the after death of Christ and before the death of Christ, that means it wasn't that long ago. We still equate things to when Christ died. That's how famous Christ was. That we equate everything to before Christ died and after Christ's death. I know some of y'all are not smart enough. Y'all don't actually look into stuff like this, so y'all don't even know what I'm talking about right now. It's not for you. Your IQ too low. Raise your IQ and your vibration. Then you'll understand what I'm talking about. So that's how prevalent Christ is still to this day. If you can't tell me what your people was doing that year before Christ died, then you can't tell me nothing because you don't know anything. So you think that black people are just black, like the color black, like charcoal. You're just black. You don't know who you are. You're not shit. You're just a slave. That's what they think about you. I'm so serious. They don't think nothing, you're not nothing much more. But I promise you, black people, if you read Deuteronomy chapter 28 today in full, you will know who you are and you will know why you're in a strange land being taxed out of your mind with no reparations, paying for white people reparations for 8 years of some shit that they was doing to themselves. All right? So you're playing for the white man's mistakes. I want you black people to know that. I know that. I know what's going on. It's time for you to know it. Read Deuteronomy chapter 28, black people. Read Deuteronomy chapter 28, the whole chapter, all of the verses. If you got to take a break and come back, I understand. Take a break and come back. But I promise you, your mind will be blown. And you'll see why we are the Israelites. And you'll see how black people, the Israelites today, relate to the Israelites in the Bible. They act exactly the same. They act exactly the same. All right? Peace and blessings.